I don't see the
Do
record.
you
There
see
it
it
is.
now?
I see it now. Yeah.
Okay,
I
great.
see
All
there.
right.
Okay.
Thanks for
All right.
checking.
Yeah. All right. So as I was saying, it's really special for us to be on this platform. As I mentioned to Amanda the other day, when all the venues in the city had to close down, uh, a major door for the arts was closed. So everyone involved with the arts had to then find another door if it was at all possible. The other door that seemed to be the option for artists was to be able to do things over the internet and reach out to people. Of course, there's no comparison, the internet, to live performance. Live performance is the way to go. And we look forward to coming back live as soon as we can. But there are some very special things about going on the internet. One of the things is that we can enjoy it from the comfort of wherever we are and however we are. A lot of times these performances are recorded and then they're archived on YouTube and other places so people can go and hear them later and turn their friends onto it. And the other thing is that we can reach out to artists all over the world at this point. We have artists in other countries and who are playing Afro roots, who have played Afro roots. We have people from other countries who are joining the audience and enjoying the music. So we've been able to expand and be a global, um, a global live music series. So I want to thank some people right away. I want to thank Susan Macaluso. She was the director of Guided Riverside. I understand she's retired, but she is the one who brought the series to Guided Riverside after we had lost our space at the Yippie Cafe. Um, so we were out on the street looking for a space, and Susan Macaluso back in 2013 said, bring the whole thing here. But some of you, even in the audience, remember that we were at the Yippie Cafe for a good couple months back in 2013. And then I also want to thank, of course, Amanda Hopper, who you met on the way in to the Zoom room. And she's coordinating things with Guided Riverside and doing a lot of the organizational work. Um, and also, I don't know if we have Nelly Gomez on the board, but I'm going to thank her anyway because she's been doing tech on a lot of the events. I also want to thank Gregory Cage. Gregory Cage is the sound engineer and musician who has been with Afro Roots from the very beginning, who has been one of our co-producers, very much responsible for helping us get the series off the ground. He's been doing a lot of his work, totally volunteer basis, and making sure that we have the best sound quality, the best production quality behind the series. So I want to thank Gregory Cage. And I want to thank also everybody who's ever donated time, money, energy, and support in any way for the series. And so some of you are in the audience who have donated. Ronald Ray, I want to thank you. You're in the audience. I want to thank Hassan Bakar, if you're in the audience, wherever you are. There are so many other people. There's a long list of names of people who donated to the series and helped make it happen. So I want to thank all of you people that have done that because without you, we would be struggling. I'll put it that way. And you all have made us feel that we have the community support, and we know we have it. But when we get that real shout out from somebody, it's very special. And so anyone else who wants to help us out, and yes, Hassan Bakar is in the house. Thank you. All right. And anyone else who wants to help us out, yes, please help us out. It could be as simple as sharing posts and sharing comments about Afro Roots Tuesdays over social media or with your friends. Or it could be as simple as sending $1 a month to the series. Or other ways to help too. There's plenty of other ways to help this series move and groove into the future because we want to keep growing. We want to keep sharing what we do. We want to just expand this series so that it can reach more people all over the world. And thank you for being here and helping us do that. So we're getting back to what we're doing tonight, which is really special. And it's special that we have one of the legendary bala players of the world, one of the legendary bala players of actually all time is with us now. and that's Famoro Dioubate. Now, if in case you that word is unfamiliar, bala is xylophone. Uh, and the bala is the name, the West African name for xylophone, or should I say, xylophone is the um, English word for bala, because of course bala as a name, I'm sure pre-existed xylophone, probably by hundreds and hundreds of years. So if you want to go by roots, then and say we'll give some deference to seniority, then definitely bala is the senior word for this instrument. But if you go around the African continent, you'll find a couple different titles for this instrument. Marimba, um, you'll hear different words according to where you go. But basically, it's this instrument that, if you look at it, it resembles, it might make you think of a fish, a spine of a fish, or something that very familiar. Um, there's something very organic and very mathematical about that instrument. And so you might look at it and say, there's something about it immediately that makes you think of progression and numbers in order. And in a way, in Western culture, a lot of our progression in numbers and orders, uh, according to Western music, is right there on a piano. So a piano player who has been training piano can usually play or give parts to other musicians because they have their register, they have their range on the piano. In many cases, the piano would be considered like a timeline in a lot of Western music for people, a number line, a number line. Okay, where does this plug in? We'll show you. We can use this number line of the piano to show you. And in many ways, the bala is like that. The bala is like something that has in it all of the parts, not just all the parts, the history, the information, the science, the art. There's so much in the bala, and I'm saying bala even though some of you heard balaphone, because bala is the word. The French became balaphone, but bala is the word. And so for the bala player, the depth of knowledge that they are required to have to function in the culture as a bala player is extremely deep, because the depth of knowledge requires the knowledge of the rhythms, deep knowledge of the rhythms, deep knowledge of the melodies, deep knowledge of the history, deep knowledge of the lyrics, deep knowledge of the dances. All of these things are required to be in that field of the bala. As I mentioned about Mbira, Mbira is like yoga. It has many branches. Bala, in the same way, has many branches of knowledge that if you're going to be a bala player, you're going to have all this information. And so when people need this knowledge, they have to go to the bala player, especially a bala player such as Famoro Dioubate. If they need the knowledge of how to arrange certain traditional songs, they have to go to Famoro Dioubate. They need the knowledge of what the lyrics are, where the lyrics come in, how they're structured, where the harmonies come in. They have to go to the bala player. The bala is essential to that. And it's far more ancient than most people are speaking about. So I'm not going to go on too much longer, but I'm going to say that of the bala players on this planet, there's no better bala player than Famoro Dioubate. Famoro Dioubate could be the best. I'm not here to make that call, but there is certainly enough support worldwide for that statement. So it is very special to have Famoro Dioubate on this show with us today. It's as I've said to a friend before, for the culture of Jelia, for the Jelia, which is the expression of arts and culture and music and history throughout West Africa, for the expression of Jelia, which is something very huge. Yes. No one person is more important to that expression, to the future that art form, than Famoro Dioubate. because of the position he's in. So right now, I'm going to begin. I always begin with something joyous, and this is the Mbira called the Peace. And I'll play this for a little bit, and we'll jump right in. This song is Give Thanks. Thank you. Give thanks and praise for a brand new day. Give thanks every day for life. I want everyone to feel free to join in wherever you are with the ululation, Afro Roots Tuesday community style that goes like this. And if I want to remind you for this beginning to mute your microphone in case it's not muted, mute your microphone as I introduce, ladies and gentlemen, Famoro Dioubate.
How's everybody doing?
Good, good. That was beautiful, Famoro.
Very good, very good. All right.
Great to see you.
Can you tell us the name of that song?
Yeah, this is just like a greeting and bring everybody together and like the spiritual everything because this the thing I do right now is not like music is talking about wrong, how to join people, happiness and lovely. So I was do that conversation for everyone and with Afro Root tonight, enjoy and give big, respect and love and peace to them. So that conversation I was on that.
I think everybody felt that too.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yeah.
Great.
Um, in fact, some people in the audience of Afro Roots were dancing,
Oh,
and I encourage anyone to feel free to dance anytime you get hit by the spirit,
yes.
because the
Yes.
spirit will be coming through these internet waves tonight.
Yeah.
Um, that was such a beautiful song. So, in other words, you were talking to us. Does the bala? Can you do that with the bala? Can you say words to us?
Yes. And Bala?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, I was saying to Bala, it's good, like how we are together tonight. It's beautiful, lovely, and for this pandemic come to people, everything was disappear, everything was stopping. We are to we come we starting come together now with people. This life we have to be really get together to be get one to be doing beautiful life. So that all that conversation I was going on that, to greeting people happiness.
I think everybody felt it too.
Yeah,
You know, and it's amazing thing is your language on the Bala is universal language. You
yeah,
know, you could be speaking in you might be speaking in Manding or you might be speaking, but everybody understands what you're saying on the Bala.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah. It's universal. It cuts right through any other confusion about what you're saying. Everybody feels exactly. Everybody got that spirit of your message. You know that
Yeah,
greeting, that welcome.
yeah.
How long have you been playing bala for more?
Oh, I've been playing ball for a long time since I can start like 7 years old because since I was like in belly for my mom, I was heard about because I born in and grown up in it.
I'm gonna add something to that too, Famoro. You see, as the same thing I said, we had the Mbira Maestro, because you stand on the shoulders of your ancestors. Your great great grand great great grand great
Yeah,
great grand great great grand
yeah,
were all bala great bala players. So you've been playing bala for thousands of years.
exactly. I followed them. I followed them. Yeah,
all
yeah,
of their experience,
yeah,
all
yeah.
of their experience is coming through you.
Exactly. It's generation to generation. It's my time right now. So it's like it's the same way for people.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
That's amazing to feel that experience, you know,
yeah.
because Bala makes everybody feel like they are able to touch something
Right.
in a very ancient world that maybe they don't feel when they walk outside in the street here, you
Right.
know,
Yeah.
and it can heal people. You know, I'm going to have to make an example of this because I was sitting next to you maybe 10 years ago,
Right.
and you were playing Bala,
Right.
and my sinuses were clogged, and
Oh,
I couldn't breathe through my nose.
wow.
And I was sitting there with a headache, and you were playing Bala,
Right.
and my sinuses cleared up, and the headache went away
Yeah.
as you played.
Yeah.
And there was something that was happening with the buzzing, because there's something that buzzes in your instrument. There was something that was happening with the buzzing that was going through my head,
Yeah.
and it had cleared my
Yeah.
headache away.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, it's like that, brother, because balafon is percussion instrument, but balafon being used in kingdom music quietly, like classic Manding music. So balafon now people do balafon faster, look how they play, but it's like peaceful instrument.
Ah, yes.
It's like peaceful instrument. You have to know how to be moved wrong, to give something to be, because the dialect is different. What you do. So now you can do music, but the dialect battle from the phrase, if it's not complete, you're gonna see like you play, but you're not getting there. So it's like that.
You know, I hear what you're saying, and it reminds me of what one poet said, and I'll say his poet. I'll say his name. His name was Amasakuruka Preston Riddick. His poetry. He said, "Whatever happened to the slow dance?
Yes.
Whatever happened to the slow dance?" You know, we're living in society now where people don't dance slow anymore. They
Mm-hmm.
don't dance cheek to cheek anymore. They don't reach to each other heart to heart. You know, and there's some expression, some communication
Yeah.
that is missing
Yeah.
when we have those things disappeared. So you say, you point out yourself nowadays, you have a lot of people who play bala fast, 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 fast.
Yes.
But as James Brown said, they're talking loud and saying nothing.
Nothing. That's what.
Famoro, we're going to have a lot more to talk about. I'm going to ask you if you'd like to play another song.
Yes, I'm gonna go to another song.
Okay.
Thank you.
magnifique, très bon, magnifique.
Bravo. Thank you, thank you, thank you, bro.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Can you tell us the name of that song?
No, I mix. I go. I do solo. I do like ancient man. Go everywhere. But the last song was L'accident.
Ah, okay.
L'accident.
I want to make this statement before we move any further, and that's that Famoro is on Zoom, everybody. He's on Zoom. And yes, if you want to give a round of applause, give a round of applause because because you see, Famoro is, as I said, number one Bala. So people want to learn Bala. They want to learn all over the world. You have people in different countries. They want to learn how to play Bala. Now that Famoro's on Zoom, they can come and study Bala with him on Zoom. They can actually have the experience of learning Bala without, because right now people are not traveling, because of this pandemic, they're not
Yeah,
able to go to
yeah,
study with somebody
right.
in person. So, please reach out to Famoro on Zoom and let your friends know if they want to learn Bala. This is the number one place to go, Famoro Dioubate. Now you can find his email address in the chat, and you can also reach out to him through, I believe, Jumbi Records and through the Kakande Facebook page, and also through Famoro's own Facebook page. You can reach out to him a number of ways, but definitely reach out to him because Zoom means now that he can engage with people anywhere they are, and he can also bring concerts to people anywhere they are. So it makes a very special thing that Famoro Dioubate is now on Zoom. So definitely let your friends know about that. Let them know they can experience something like what you're experiencing tonight,
Right,
because I think we all have we're all on cloud nine. I think everybody in this Zoom room is on cloud nine right now. I know I'm on cloud nine. There are times in the middle of the song I just burst into spontaneous laughter because that's what happens when the music hits you like that. It's incredible. But what I want to say too to everybody is that Famoro has given his life to this. Famoro has been playing since he was a very young child, and of course, as I said, his playing is the accumulation of thousands of years of players who came before him. So he's given his life to this. And so when he came to Zoom, Zoom was a brand new experience. In fact, computers were a brand new experience for him only a week ago. So because he's given his life to this, and this is technology. The Bala is technology. Yeah, it's technology from a natural world. There's a natural world, natural science, and a science that can really reach inside of all of us and heal us and bring us together.
right,
Technology is another world. And of course, Famoro did not deal in that technology world. He dealt in a natural technology world. But this other technology world, which is more recent, is new. And so many times artists are in that situation where they did not invest their time in technology. They invest their time in whatever their art field was. And so oftentimes when somebody says, well, did you do this? Can you send me a video? Artists are sometimes the most challenged at having to do that kind of thing because they know their craft, they know their art form. And so in this case, we have a very special event where an artist who has gone to the zenith in his art form
right.
is also able to use Zoom now too. So because that's not true all over the world, and this is a very special event because Famoro is in Guinea, where he's from, he is highly respected as the Bala Jelly. Um, and by the way, I'm speaking about your home. Can you tell us your home a little bit about Guinea, please?
Yeah, Guinea is still good. We just do election, last November. I mean October. So yeah, so everything is done. Everything is no problem. So yeah, people happy, no problem.
Do
think
people in Guinea miss Famoro Dioubate?
they miss me a lot. I miss them. You know, they ask me, hey, when you come, man, come, yo, man. I say, all right, I'm coming. I'm on my way. I'm coming.
I imagine there's a generation of bala players who
Yeah,
would
they
want.
need me. Hopefully, they need me for that too, because you know about ensemble instrumental symphonic tradition in Guinea. So I be grow up with my grandfather there, you know. So that's helped me to learn traditional way very well with him. So now the new generation after us now, they sometimes they call me and like WhatsApp and like Messenger video. They even take class with me. They ask me how good they play well, but they don't know what have to be said. The melody to to be sharing everything. They just go. So sometimes I fix them. Even like 2 days ago, I just fixed one of my brother in Senegal. He live in Senegal. He called me in WhatsApp. He take class with me. So I do that for the brothers all the time in Africa.
Beautiful. And now, if they happen to be able to get on Zoom, they
Yeah,
can they can talk to you on Zoom and study with you on Zoom.
yeah,
I'm sure there's people in France, people in Japan, people all over the world who want to connect with you on Zoom
yeah,
to learn Bala.
right,
And it's amazing now that we can do that. You
yeah,
know, and you've been in the United States for a long time,
yeah,
um, and you've been here really, in this way, being still the one of the, I mean, Africa's premier
yeah,
premier bala player, but
yeah.
living in New York City. You know, if
Oh,
you're in Africa,
that's
it
amazing.
seems, if you're in Africa and you're viewing Famoro Dioubate and say he's in New York City, then it makes it a mysterious thing.
Right, right.
It makes you very mysterious because you are in this big city in America, and so it's a wonderful thing.
Right.
Um, at the same time, being in New York, I know you miss Guinea. I know you miss being around
A
the
lot.
family, the sights and the sounds, the music, the
Yeah.
people. It's a special thing, and you share the
Hmm.
heart,
Yeah.
the soul of Guinea with us here.
Yeah.
Um, and I would say you share something deeper. You share something that touches all of humanity,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, in what you express in the ballad. It's really it's really something special. I think one
Really.
of the things that I experienced listening to you play ballad is I experienced the range of human emotions,
Oh, thank you.
and it's one thing to be able to play an instrument, but it's another thing to be able to express the range of human emotions through your instrument playing.
Hmm.
That's another level of mastery.
Yeah.
Do you have any recordings available for people?
Yeah. I do some recording, but it's not finished yet. My new one
Yeah.
is coming soon.
But you have some recordings that are already out. I've seen them in different places.
Yeah, I have like with my band Kakande, I have that, and then I have like La Fissa, that's is on the line, you know, but
I saw a recording that was being sold through Woola Drum of you playing bala,
yeah,
solo bala.
brother, that's a lot, I can't remember, I'm in the studio, guy, all the time. I'm working with everybody.
Right, right.
So
And,
I have a lot.
okay, so Raul is on the chat. Raul just says check in with him because he has CDs. So everybody, Raul Rothblatt is very important for you to check in with to find recordings of Famoro Dioubate.
Thank you.
And so Raul, if you would kindly put your contact, your email address in the chat, that would be so wonderful. I see it; it's there right now. Amazing. Um, and there was something else that I was thinking of when you were talking about this, Famoro. You play so many different styles of ballad. You come from so many different worlds. Uh, who, when you were growing up, who was the great ballad player that you were listening to?
My grandfather,
Ah,
Elijah Kuyate.
yeah.
I was listening to him a lot, and I was with him. I starting with my father in the family, but finally when I starting like from 15 to 18, so I go to my grandfather. He
Uh,
teach me, so now we was doing Latin together.
and his name again is.
Elas Geli Suri Kuyate.
Okay, so some of you in the audience may have heard that name before. That is the name of Africa's most famous legendary bala player,
Yeah,
El Haj Jeli Sori Kuyate. You can
yeah,
find recordings through different places. There, I think there were recordings that some of the old record companies did of him. I remember seeing recordings of him in Tower Records back in the day.
yeah,
So he's a very well-known name as being one of the best ever
yeah,
for playing this instrument.
yeah,
Uh, and so Famoro is telling you that this is who he was learning, who he was with, who he was playing with.
yeah,
In other words, Famoro, the name is, the word might be protege. He was with El Haj Jeli Sori Kuyate, learning directly from him, hanging with him, studying with him,
yeah.
carrying his bolophone for him. No. Okay, Famoro,
Yes,
that's amazing. Do you think you'd like to play another song?
yes, sir. Let's move around. I'm gonna do something. Urusonko, that Urusonko mean to people. Jali is here. Give something to Jali, make him happy. Urusonko.
Uh-oh. Oh, God damn it. Thank you.
Wow. That's amazing. When you play Famoro, so many feelings go through everybody, but everybody definitely feels like
Yeah.
happy. You can't listen to Bala and not feel extreme joy rush through you.
It's
Uh,
something for me to feel people. Like I feel wrong. I'm around good people. It's something for me. Yeah.
Now again, I want to make another little station identification for people here message, and that is that some of you all have heard Fomoro in essence before, even though you may be hearing for the first time tonight, live and direct, even on Zoom. And the reason why I say some of you have heard Fomoro before is because Fomoro has been arranging music and directing behind the scenes for some of the greatest artists out of West Africa.
Yeah.
So a lot of the greatest artists out of West Africa have to call Fomoro or have to find out from him or reach out to him to
That's
find out how songs are arranged, to
yeah.
find out, as I said, where the percussion, where the lyrics, where the melodies come in.
Yeah.
They have to call for mortals. So you can go down your list of great artists out of West Africa, from Salif Keita to you keep naming Maury Conte. You keep naming these great artists from West Africa, and they have all had to reach out to Famoro and work with him at times because of what he knows, and also because of the ensemble of musicians that he grew up around.
Yeah.
He grew up around some of the most highly respected, deep musicians, traditional musicians in Guinea.
Right.
And there was a name for that ensemble. What's the name of that ensemble?
Ensemble instrumental. Ensemble instrumental symphony tradition.
Amazing. Yeah. And see, you're talking about an ensemble of artists who, really were deeply involved with the music and also were deeply disciplined.
Yeah.
And so they didn't take, as we would say here in the United States, they didn't take no mess. You couldn't not play. You couldn't not know what you were doing with the music. Because if you didn't know what you were doing with the music, they would get more than upset with you.
Oh, yeah. You're not happy about
it. and so, being around his grandfather, let me ask you a question though, because you've told me this before. What was the most mysterious? Because musicians see a lot of mysterious things. I'll put it this way. If you're involved with music, you're going to see a lot of deeply involved with music. You see a lot of mysterious stuff that you can't explain, but you see it.
Yeah.
What was the most, what was, I won't say the most, but what's something very mysterious that you saw?
We have a lot, like,
okay.
I meet a lot of big musicians, very, I can't, I have like my friend, like Abusila, Abusila, right?
Yes, I know Abu, yes.
Amazing bad player. When, he's only him play from me, I'll be like satisfied. Really.
Right.
Yeah.
In other words, Abu has some of that flavor, some of that art that you experienced being around your grandfather.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is very special because, as you said, the younger generation has been lost on much of that. Yeah. And just to mention, Abu Sila lives, I think, in Maine or where? New Hampshire. Yes. Yes. A really amazing bala player, Abu Sila. And I remember when he came to New York City. I was told by on the down low by several people, "Oh, this guy is an amazing bala player." And then when Famoro came, which was like maybe you came about 3 years after or 4 years after Abu.
Yeah, 4 years after I came.
Yeah. And then everybody pulled my coat then and said, "This guy's an amazing bala player." You see, Famoro used to hang out. We had these big drum and dance schools called one called Ferretta.
Ferretta, yeah.
Famoro used to come by and hang out, and a lot of people didn't know what he did because he sometimes he would just walk in without a bala.
Right.
Sometimes he played bala, but sometimes he walked in without the bala. And when they would be amazed is for some reason or other he knew what everybody was supposed to be doing. He knew what the drummers were supposed to be playing. He knew what so and so was supposed to be doing.
Everything I just come stay, listen, okay, okay,
But that goes to say that some people, in the United States, don't really get a chance to experience that. You see, because the United States has a bit of a djembe mania, and
yeah, yeah,
because of djembe mania, a lot of people don't get to experience a lot of the deeper elements of. And not to say that djembe is not just djembe is deep,
yeah,
but they
yeah,
don't. A lot of people don't get to experience some of the other very extremely deep elements of African culture because
yeah,
they get caught up in djembe and they think they've
exactly,
seen it. And what we have to understand that Famoro grew up in a world of rich symphonic music. That's the world he grew up in. West African music has so much rich
yeah,
symphonic melody to it.
yeah,
And oftentimes we in the West don't hear that melodic side. We get introduced to djembe, and for some reason or other, we don't get to hear the rest. You know, and we get to and there's we get this thing. A lot of colleges and universities will say we're doing West African music. You look at me, and they're having a djembe orchestra.
right,
But if you grew up in West Africa, your idea of music is going to be more like Morikante,
yeah,
Famoro Dioubate,
exactly,
melody,
yeah,
melody,
yeah,
rich melody.
yeah,
And you see, the djembe supports the rich melody.
yeah,
It supports the
yeah,
rich polyphony.
mm-hmm,
But oftentimes we don't get to hear that here in the West. So, it's so special to be able to advance that whenever we can.
yeah,
And that is that, you know, music in Africa is very much about melody. And let's uh, uh, let no one advance the idea to you that Africa is all drum.
mm-hmm,
No one should advance that idea to you because drum is important, but drum is still a fraction of the music of Africa. And if you want to get deep into the music of Africa, you will have to go and check out the bala and
yeah,
instruments like that because
yeah,
the bala is a very, very, very ancient instrument. And
yeah,
if you go into the history of the instrument, you may find that it's more ancient than drums because of the history of the instrument, the ancient history. So that this is a very special time to actually have Famoro Dioubate on the show. And you gave a shout out on your own to your friend, your close friend Abu Sila, which is
yeah,
a beautiful thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure that Abu sees the recording of this. We're gonna get him the recording.
All right,
You
cool.
know, I want you to talk too about your band Kakande. Can you tell us some more about that?
Okay. So yeah, my band, I miss my band now. Before this pandemic, we not played together. It's a long time. I miss them. Kakande, organized Kakande with Raoul Ratplat in Brooklyn. So it's big band, very you know good people around. So we play all the time at shrine, but now, like for the pandemic, we're not playing, but we still wait, you know. So Kakande, that's all, we have all in the internet, everything. I think, people know what is Kakande, my brother.
Yes. Okay, great.
Yeah,
And I'll remind the audience too, you can do an internet search on YouTube of Famoro Dioubate, and you'll find a lot of videos of him
yeah,
playing not only with Kakande but solo in
yeah,
other places too. So Famoro's been around quite a bit, and he's played with quite a few people. So definitely do a YouTube search on Famoro and all the various ensembles he has that he's worked with, In fact, and some of you in the audience know of the ensemble, the huge band Spirit Ensemble.
Yeah.
Famoro has worked with Spirit Ensemble for
Yeah.
many years too.
All right.
So it's really wherever their musicianship is on the level, you see, because Famoro has got such a good ear that there's got to be a good ensemble if it's going to be working with Famoro. It's got to be a good ensemble. Otherwise, you'll have one of those situations like the Charles Mingus stories. I don't know if you want to check those out, but so Famoro, can you play something else for us?
Okay, no problem.
Yes,
All
thank
right,
you.
good.
was the name of that song?
That song, I play like 3 songs together. The first was like a Sarah, and I come to Tara. Tara is the music come from the Fulani people, the Pearl,
Uh,
the Fulani ethnic, the Jali people composed this song for their ancestors that time to be, sing about them, about story, everything behind.
uh,
Yeah.
so 2 songs.
Yeah, together. Because
Yeah.
I do solo bala. Sometimes, I'll be traveling, move, different way, but, still have the same level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. If you listening to you play the bottle is like being in an outer space trip. You're visiting different planets. And you go from one planet and then you go to another planet, and each planet is another world.
Yeah.
And then you keep hearing other melodies come through,
Right.
and sometimes you wonder whether or not you can do that with 2 hands.
Right.
And you are proving all the time that yeah, you can do it with 2 hands. Something about the instrument when you play, the instrument becomes a living thing because the instrument is now singing out on its own.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. Like, yeah.
When you look at a bala, it's something different. When you look at a bala, then you see something different than what anybody else sees.
Yeah. I'm going to change my tuning now.
Okay. We got a chance to see that you have these gourds up underneath.
Yeah. This the gods.
Yeah.
Yeah. This like amplifier for balafon.
Yeah.
Because that back time from like 12:35 we get this instrument out, but it was not technology, to be have like a amplifier something like that. So those was like amplifier
Yeah.
for bala. So that's the chords.
Yeah. Those natural amplifiers, those gourds,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
sound better. They sound better than the electric stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, Famoro, we're coming toward the end of the program, so we have time for one more song if you'd like to
yes,
share
I'm
it.
going to do one more song for last song for my people, beautiful people. Thank you, and then we have together. Thank you for thank you very much, Afro Root, Kevin Natural, with everybody in house today. I pray for everyone. We have like a new president elect. To be bring joy, everything, happiness, peace, and love for country. Everybody be happy. That's what we need. So I'm happy for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna be doing my last song now. Thank you.
Okay.
make it look so easy.
Thank you.
Like walking through the park.
Yeah, Famoro, I think you got the Afro Roots standing ovation.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Very nice. Thank you, Willie Afro. Thank you. I'm with you anytime, Willie. I'm happy. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Famoro. It's been a real pleasure. Everybody really, as we say, really got their groove on tonight. And it's been a special night. I think our hearts are full of music.
Yeah.
You know, any problems we had are far away.
Yeah.
We're not even thinking there is any problem in the world right now because everything seems very cool right now.
Yeah.
I'm in that state of mind too. I think everybody feels it. Everything feels very good right now.
Great.
You know,
Great.
and let's try to keep that feeling. Remember how that bala sounds, and remember how you felt, you know, through this time hearing the sound of the bala.
All right.
Yeah, and we wish you all the best, Famoro.
Thank you so much.
We pray for you and your family, and
Thank you.
for your continued success.
All right.
Please keep doing what you're doing. It's important. You're healing the world.
I'm
So
behind you.
keep doing this.
Thank you.
And we will bring you back to Afro Roots as soon as we can.
Okay.
You know, this has been a special night.
Right.
And of course, when we get going live, we will bring you back with the live dance floor too, as you've been there so many times before already.
Okay.
I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
Without you, this doesn't happen. Thank you, all the people that have donated to support Afro Roots Tuesdays. I mentioned Hassan and Sako. Sako was in the house earlier today. She's done quite a bit too in support of Afro Roots. And so many other people. Thank you all so much for lending your help, your services to help Afro Roots Tuesdays. We will be back in 2 weeks. Please, if you're not on the mailing list, get on the mailing list. Make sure you find out who's going to be here. And we want to thank Susan Macalusa again for bringing Afro Roots to God of Riverside. We want to thank Amanda Hopper again. Amanda Hopper, who's been organizing things for Goddard. We want to thank you, Amanda. And again, I want to thank also Gregory Cage again. I don't know if he's on board with us tonight, but he has been on board with us since the beginning. And of course, most of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight, because you make it happen. Without you, it doesn't happen. So thank you so much to all the community of Afro Roots Tuesday that is coming out tonight. We're going to close out in just a few minutes. If anybody wants to shout hi to Famoro, go ahead and do it now. There's so many great friends here in the house.
Oh, good.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Famoro,
Kevin.
it's great to see you on Zoom. It's great to see you on Zoom, Famoro. This is a big moment.
Yeah, Raul, you can send everybody to Famoro just straight on Zoom. Just say, there he is.
Yep. Yeah, I'll do that. I will.
That's Raul, guys. He is the man behind the scenes on Kakande. So you see him there with the headphones on, and he's been very important for us being able to get this performance together too. Thank you so much, Raul.
Thank you, Raul.
Hey, Famoro. It's your brother Hassan. I love you. Thank you.
I love you more, my brother. I hate you. Thank you.
Thank you for blessing us with the healing sounds from the bala.
My pleasure. I know you in the house. I know, you're around. So, that give me, a lot of motivation, too,
Yes, you bless.
There's Hassan and Karen. That's Key Largo.
Yeah, Baba.
I like so from our before, I like to say that if anybody is interested and think it may be too hard, I had the honor studying with Famoro for a number of years, and you
Aqua.
don't teach it the way
That's
that
Aqua.
I know.
learn. So I would just suggest if anybody is interested in the Bala, please take advantage of Famoro's presence and take the time to hook up and study with him. It has expanded my playing tremendously.
Yeah.
And thank you, Famoro, for that.
Thank you, Aqua. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Amazing. Yeah, I think all of us who are in the music world can
Yeah.
make testimonials to that degree. You know, I can say as an Mbira player, I have grown immensely from listening to Famoro play. Because, as you know, those instruments are very close together.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
all of us can testify to that.
Yeah.
Hey, Kevin.
Yes.
Let's not forget the amazing work Famoro Dioubate has done on the forest dance music, on Africa forest dance.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's another project that you can find right on YouTube. You can just type in Africa Forest Dance and hear the Bala dancing all through that music. Yes. Well, somebody's clicking. That's all right. It's all music
Sorry.
now. It's all music. So we're about at that point, and I'm going to thank you again for coming out tonight, everybody. You know, we'll see you again in 2 weeks. Send your blessings and your messages and your emails direct. And we're going to send it back to now Amanda Hopper. Amanda, you got it.
Thank you so much. That was a magical evening. Thank you everyone for joining us. And you've got the links in the chat. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to Goddard or Kevin and we will help you connect. All right. Thank you so much. Have a lovely evening, everyone.